Good morning, friends. It's going to be 60 degrees today. Yep. And then down to 38. So we're going to spend the day getting a ton of outside work done. The sun should eventually be out. But I wanted to show you how I'm setting up and doing my raised beds. So, so we have old and new ones. This is one of the newer ones. And so this is what is put just on the corners, all four corners. Nothing is treated. These are 2 boards high, and I have 2 of these size, and they're going to be for my carrots and root vegetables. And then we have, like you can see, it's just old wood. I'm just using what is already on the property. And then these 3 are from 2 years ago. And so this one's still in pretty good shape. But you can see these, we have some rotting. It's perfectly fine. I am not worried about it. They're still going to work fine for raised beds. And then I want to build one more on the other side of this one so that it's 3 and 3 and just look more aesthetically pleasing. But the first thing we're going to do, since obviously I just sat them down so there's grass underneath, we're going to take old cardboard and layer cardboard all along underneath the bottom of every single bed. Okay, so we've been saving cardboard for a while, specifically for this reason. And I wanted to show you what I am doing to also use old scrap pieces of wood that honestly we're just going to get burned, and using them to help fortify the partially rotted raised beds. So the first thing you want to do, and this really helps with keeping weeds under control, is you want to completely cover the bottom layer with a nice thick blanket of cardboard. So that is the first step. So once you do that, all I'm doing is kind of playing Tetris and just taking these random pieces of wood, like that one, actually, taking like random pieces of wood until they fit mostly right, like so. And then that helps fortify the bottom part to keep all that soil in, and it helps kind of hold down the cardboard until I get the stuff in there. And so we just have all different pieces. And so this is what I'm doing right now. You can see this one. I have my random boards to help keep in the soil, and then I got to lay down the cardboard and stuff. But just wanted to kind of show you what I was doing. We are doing zero waste, using our trash, using our scrap wood, and we are going to make some awesome raised beds. Okay, so after the cardboard, if you have it, I don't always use it, but with all the storms we've been having, there are so many sticks in the yard. So, and I'm out of breath because my kids did not want to help me. They did not find the concept of picking up sticks fun. But I like to pick up, or whatever, if I have a brush pile, and use sticks in the garden beds. And this is just going to help not only kind of fill a little bit so that you're not having to use all your store-bought soil in your garden bed, but also the sticks will decompose along with the cardboard, and then it just makes a nice rich compost. So, and then that way, year after year, your garden bed just gets better and better and better. So all of these have sticks in them now. So now we are going to add the soil, and I wanted to talk about it real quick. I always use the cheap soil. It is not potting soil. It is not raised bed soil. It is just in-ground garden soil. It is right now $4.97 for 2 cubic feet at Walmart. And that is what I always use, this brand. And it works excellent. I will say we almost went with, we have one company in like our whole region that does soils. And so I could have gotten, I think 27 cubic feet of garden soil mix, and it would have been $15 cheaper than just buying the bags. But I went with the bags because I would have had to drive 30 miles, load up my own truck with the soil, and then have to haul it all up to my garden. So it was worth the $15 just to get it in bags. So I just took a slight break, but we really need to get all this done before the storm hits and it's getting really windy. But this, I just wanted to show you, purely, not because it's beautiful, because it's not. It's use what you have. So yes, that is a beautiful raised bed. That, even being a couple years old, is a beautiful raised bed. This one, not so much. But all the wood was free. The nails were free. So why not use it? So I just wanted to show you that. Like, you can see, it's clearly falling apart. But it was free. And now I have a whole nother bed that is now holding all of my radishes. So the way I have everything set up, and I really like planting right before it rains because it's the best nutrients for it. So this is my carrot bed, and it has, essentially, if it's a color of carrot, then it's in this bed. We have black nebula, purple, atomic red, we have orange, we have yellow. The only one I don't have is white, but we also have, I think they're called chanterelle. They're little bitty carrots, so they're over this way. So this is all carrots. And then this one is all radishes. We love radishes. I eat them fresh all the time, and I will be doing succession planting on them as I'm picking. I'm going to be planting more, but here we have black radish, we have a wasabi radish, and then we have like breakfast radishes, early globe radishes, just your normal, nothing real fancy except for the wasabi and the black radish, which I'm really excited about. So that's what is in those. And then over here, which don't throw, if you buy soil, don't throw the soil bags away because they make great trash bags. This is broccoli, cauliflower, my broccoli cauliflower bed. So what I have purple sprouting broccoli. We have regular cauliflower in here. I didn't have any more purple cauliflower seeds, so they're just going to be regular. And then we have broccolini on this side. I've never grown broccolini, but it said on the package that it vines, so I went ahead and put it on the end just in case I need to give it a trellis, because like I said, I've never grown that. But purple sprouting, cauliflower, broccolini. And then over here we are transplanting. So I had my last garden video, I showed you on my last garden video I showed y'all my makeshift greenhouse. Well, during one of the storms it completely demolished it. So I am still using parts of it. One being the metal shelving. So these are actually going to go over top of my little seedlings to help deter deer from getting them. I did this with chicken wire last year and it worked really well, but they aren't really big enough to need chicken wire yet. So I'm just going to put the grates over top. But anyway, these are all the seedlings that survived the debacle of the windstorm. So these are my spinach and kale varieties. So we have our little spinach varieties here. I am going to be doing a high intensity planting just to get as much in this bed as I can since it is deeper. They should do fine. And then we have kale going along here, and so I'm not being fancy about it at all. But actually there's one right here still. So I just grab one, and you just want to not mess with the root system, especially if they're smaller. Some of these have some really nice root systems, but I'm just kind of taking it, making a little hole. Oh, hard to do one-handed. Make a little hole, and then just kind of tuck her in. So I'm going to be doing that with the rest of these in this bed, and then this bed is going to have lettuce. So this is just a salad blend minus the leaves, and I'm just going to kind of separate it and plant it in here, and then whatever room is left is going to have different lettuces in it. But that is what I have for you today. I'm glad you stuck around for some early spring gardening, and I'm going to get with it because the storm is coming and it'll be about 30 degrees tomorrow. Everything I'm planting is frost hardy, cold hardy, so I'm not worried about that. But I do want to get it in before the rain comes and then the cold. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful, what day is it? I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday, and happy gardening.